Hi, Jacob. Thank you very much for taking the time on being with me today. Jacob is the CEO of Scalifying AI. And I would like, if you can just tell us who you are, what are you doing for helping businesses in terms of the AI and consulting? And yeah, let's start with that, and then I'll ask you one or two more questions.
Totally, yeah. Well, thanks for having me on, Luis. So my name is Jacob Fidler. Like you mentioned, I started the company Scalifying AI, which helps B2B service companies to enhance their growth by automating a lot of their processes behind the scenes without having to add headcount. So whether that's specific automations that can help to bring in more lead flow, more qualified deals, things like that, or also more, customized workflows that need a little bit more back end behind the scenes work. That's where we come in and try to help businesses bridge the gap and help them to scale faster. So thanks again for having me.
That's awesome, Jacob. And I've seen you growing like crazy when you started. I know that you're putting a lot of effort into this, and you're there always. You follow through, and yeah, I know that you're gonna explode as you go. So you're just salivating for the growth that you're gonna have. So being the question that follows is how how have I helped you to grow on any capacity that you're growing? Because I know that you're gonna make sure that 2026 is your year. What's the experience that you've had with me based on the things that we have worked together so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think first and foremost, helping me to uh, push through any kind of fears that I might have, right? There's been when you're working a corporate job and starts out as kind of a side hustle, there's a lot of trepidation, a lot of fear of failure, a lot of just, am I good enough to do this kind of thing? And, I think that you've helped me to push through some of those barriers just with your own experience. I know that you had, a similar trajectory in terms of working at your previous job and not really knowing when the best time was to jump ship per se. And so, helping me to just see that, it is a leap of faith, but at the end of the day, if we don't take risks, we're never going to level up. And I think that that's helped me to, see the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of my own transition out of my corporate job into doing this full time. I think also just your experience and your leadership in regards to helping people on the team, not just me, but think about different ways that we can tackle this. So it's not a one size fits all, or there's multiple ways to skin a cat kind of thing. Where if there was one thing that you were doing that you were kind of beating your head against the wall because it isn't working, coming to you for advice and having you say, look, if that's not working, then why don't we try this? And so having multiple lead sources in that sense, and not just getting stuck and staying there, but pivoting when we do get stuck and trying to find a different way in has helped me to think more long term versus just what's not working right now.
Yeah, and I enjoyed looking at the message you sent me. I think it was yesterday or Friday, I believe, where you mentioned that someone was very interested on the new mechanism that we discussed on. I think it was the same day, like same Friday. We were talking about a new thing, and then you said, "Hey, like this person is interested on that," without me asking for within the prospecting method, right? Like we're doing LinkedIn automation, AI, and things like that, where you are filling up your calendar with qualified prospects. So that being said, how do you feel the experience that you have with me, would you recommend someone in the same boat, like working out this with me? Would you say it's a good idea to work with me?
100%. I mean, I think, not only do you have the experience in this that can help other people to help, navigate complex waters when doing something that's new for a lot of us. So I think just that experience in terms of, hey, this worked for me, or maybe this didn't work for me. Why don't we try a different way that has worked, that I've been able to see in my own business, I think has been invaluable to me. But also seeing how for also, I also have your the CRM that you had suggested. So keeping things organized in a way, because that's one of the biggest challenges that I've found is, I have all these different applications and all these different subscriptions and all of these different things that, you have suggested, hey, like, why don't you make it easier on yourself and just put all of these in one specific area. And so I'm still trying to get that, up and running, as well as it could be, but that's one area. But also, how you have shown that your prospecting methods work, showing, your calendar that's filled up from top to bottom in terms of, the automation, through LinkedIn, or even through some of the direct sources that you mentioned, I think has helped me to kind of, help me to understand that there are tried and true methods at this. And if you just follow a process that's worked for you and now for countless others, you're going to start seeing results. And it's not just you saying that, it's other people getting feedback saying, hey, once I've implemented Luis's automation in his prospecting system, I've seen X amount of meetings on my calendar in 1 week. And so I would absolutely recommend this to other people, especially if they're new into this world, because you've kind of helped simplify what it is that we're doing, and not to get too overwhelmed or too high or too low with things, but just keeping a consistent process. And, it's paid off for, yourself and obviously countless others. So absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'm super glad that it's working out well for you. So yeah, let's keep it going. And I would like to have maybe another one of this, maybe 6 months from now, where we have, hey, remember when you were doing this and that, and now you're in a different position. So super excited to what's next. And yeah, let's keep pushing, man. Appreciate your time, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you, Luis. Really appreciate you. And like you said, we'll see, where this can go. Excited to see where it goes.
Thank you.
Thank you.